Hello friends! Make yourself comfortable while today the Top Football channel will tell you about the most famous and influential sisters of football players. Before the release begins, we have our traditional request. Subscribe to the channel and give a like to this video. Now, let's get started! We all know Borussia Dortmund striker Erling Haaland very well, but few people know that he has a sister. Her name is Gabriella, and she is the main and most loyal fan of the Norwegian. In addition to travel and photographs, the girl is attracted by any football moments from her brother's life. She always supported him in matches in Norway and Austria, when Haaland represented the colours of Molde and Red Bull Salzburg. Gabriella was also present when Erling signed a contract with Borussia and often attended the games of the Hornets until the quarantine came. The girl actively covers her life on Instagram, where 80,000 people follow her. At the same time, she remains timid, and instead of spicy photos, she exhibits pictures in which she is doing an active recreation. And by the way, it was Haaland's sister who took that famous photo at Wembley Stadium when Erling, his father and brother, supported Manchester City in the match against Sunderland. In general, Gabriella strongly supports and inspires her brother in his career. What a nice girl. Now let's take a look at Juana Valentino Restrepo, the sister of Everton midfielder and Colombian national team player James Rodriguez. She is the daughter of James's mother, Pilar Rubio, and the stepfather of football player Juan Carlos Restrepo. The girl is only 22 years old, but the obvious beauty helps her receive dozens of compliments on Instagram. Her audience prevails over 760,000 subscribers. However, Juana Valentino is not an ordinary attractive person. James's sister has work to do, so she is developing a career on YouTube. Once in one of her videos, the player's sister admitted that at the age of 14 she suffered from anorexia. Over the years, Juana defeated the disease, although not without such dire consequences as, for example, irritation of the colon. She now works as a model, is actively involved in sports, shares the details of her life, increases her self-esteem and inspires her subscribers. Of course, Juana fully respects her brother's career and popularity. Before the coronavirus pandemic, she often travelled to the matches of the Colombia national team and Real Madrid, for which James previously played. It's great that Rodriguez can always rely on her. Now let's talk about a relative of the current captain of Real Madrid, Sergio Ramos. Miriam Ramos is the younger and only sister of the player, as well as his representative. She has always been one of the main personal cheerleaders of the defender of the Galacticos and therefore tried not to miss her brother's matches in Madrid, despite the fact that she lives in Seville, where they both come from. Miriam is passionate about fashion and promotes the Mini Joe clothing brand. She also runs a stud farm that her brother owns. She was also the one who introduced Ramos to the famous TV presenter Pilar Rubio, whom Sergio has been dating since 2012. They got married in 2019, and the couple now have 4 children. You have to agree with the fact that this is the merit of Miriam. It's funny that once the player recalled how, as a child, he had to worry about his sister, because she often got into trouble due to an excessive amount of activity. Well, now she teases Sergio about the fact that he could receive fewer yellow and red cards. Here we have a great brother and sister tandem. Katia Aveiro is the older sister of Cristiano Ronaldo, who influenced the life and career of the Portuguese from an early age. In childhood, when the mother of Cristiano and Katia worked hard to feed the family, the girl stayed at home with her brother and checked his studies. Katia wanted the boy to be involved in the educational process and not just kick a ball in the backyard. She also helped her mother run a restaurant business until she opened her own establishment in 2018. In addition, Katja is a successful singer. She has had a career for around 15 years. She has 6 pop albums on her account. Previously, she performed under the pseudonym of Ronaldo, and now she works under her real name. In 2015, Aveiro even wanted to represent Portugal at Eurovision, but this wish was not destined to come true. In terms of football, Katja is known here as a famous troublemaker. The girl is too worried about Cristiano's reputation and protects him in any situation. For example, in December 2019, she was very offended by the words of Liverpool defender Virgil van Dijk at the Ballon d'Or ceremony. Then journalists asked the Dutchman about the absence of Ronaldo, to which the defender jokingly asked, "Was he even a rival?" Katja didn't appreciate the humour and immediately stood up for her brother. "Dear Virgil, from where you are now, Ronaldo has come and gone 1,000 times, she said. Cristiano was 3 times league champion in that country where you have played for years and still haven't put your hands on the tin. Now, Virgil, go and win some of those titles that really matter and we will talk again. When you have a handful of them, maybe you can sit at the same table as Cristiano." Wow, this lady knows how to be nasty. Undoubtedly, she is also an uncompromising fighter like the magnificent Cristiano. Rafaela Beckrán is probably the most popular footballer's sister in the whole world. She is not just a relative, but also a faithful friend to the PSG striker and the Brazilian national team player, Neymar. Although her brother is one of the most recognizable athletes on the planet, the girl goes her own way and makes a successful modeling career. Rafaela's fame can be seen in the number of followers on Instagram. 5.6 million. By the way, she and Neymar are very close, and her brother even has one funny habit: to skip matches of his teams every time his sister has a birthday. The Brazilian player annually frees himself from football on the coveted date, while being supposedly injured or disqualified. On the 11th of March, only his sister exists for Ney. Due to the fact that Neymar lives in France and Rafaela in Brazil, their meetings are quite rare, but this doesn't prevent them from being friends. The girl always supports the player and wishes him only victories. She also has a tattoo dedicated to her brother, and Neymar once got the same special tattoo in honour of his sister. These two are a great team. Friends, write in the comments below what other famous sisters were missing in our video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel. Bye bye.